Farmers depend much on rainfall before they can produce crops. Without rainfall, it's very difficult that farmers can do the work that they do. So I just want to share with you some methods that we can do when we all depend on rainfall. My name is Samuel. This is Farmer Samuel. Just do well to subscribe to Farmer Samuel on YouTube, Facebook, and all other social media platforms, TikTok and Instagram. What I want to talk to you about understanding rain-fed methods in agriculture, or simply put, rain-fed farming. What do you mean by rain-fed farming? It is other agricultural practices that rely mainly on rainfall for irrigation, rather than the artificial irrigation that we can do to produce our crop. This type of agricultural practices is very prevalent in regions where water resources are limited. So farmers depend on seasonal rainfall for crop production. So what can we do that we can cope with this system to help us boost production and also ensure food security? It requires the implementation of improved water conservation systems. So there's the need to practice water conservation systems to enhance productivity, contribute to food security, and then environmental sustainability. So some of these practices is what I just want to share with you. If this is the first time that you are watching this channel, just subscribe to Farmer Samuel on YouTube and then on Facebook at Joe Samuel Agriculturist. We bring you nothing but the best on agriculture that will help you improve your work, ensure for food security and increase productivity. One of the methods that you can do under rain-fed farming is that you do soil health management. How do you even go about soil health management? It involves improving soil health through practices like soil cover and no-till farming. This can help you enhance water retention in the soil and also reducing the need for frequent watering on your field. Mostly if you have cover crops on your field, it is very good because it helps you retain water on your field. Mostly if your land is bare and then there is harsh or the sun is very harsh, your land becomes very dry very quick. So it is very good that you practice soil health management. So the second point that I want to share is crop selection and rotation. We are far advanced, and then there are a lot of technologies that you as a farmer you need to practice. Crop selection basically means that you are choosing crops that are drought resistant. Varieties of crops are there that when it gets to drought, some of them can resist however drought or the type of drought that we go into. So it is best that you choose the best crops or the best varieties that you can plant that will help your crop under rain-fed methods that you can do in agriculture. You can also do crop rotation. Mostly, let me take cereals and legumes for example. When you plant maize for a season, another season you don't have to plant the maize again. You have to plant a leguminous crop. Let's say cowpea. Cowpea can also help you to retain water and then even inculcate some nutrients into the soil. So it is very important that you practice this crop selection and then rotation methods that will help you to work around these rain-fed methods to ensure food security and then to maximize your yield. One other factor that you have to also consider is conservation tillage. Basically, it's conservation agriculture. So reduced or no-till farming practices. This helps you retain soil moisture, improve water infiltration, and then maximize soil erosion. Conservation agriculture it's one of the practices that we are encouraging, or we've been encouraging farmers to practice. Some of us, we have a very small piece of land that we farm on. It will get to a time that even as of now we plant, and then if we don't apply so much of fertilizer on the crop, our crops will not do well, because we have used our land in a way that all the nutrients have depleted. So if you practice these conservation tillage methods, it helps you to ensure this soil moisture, improve water infiltration, and also it minimizes erosion, thereby conserving water on your field. So it is important that you go through all these practices. Conservation tillage is one of the key factors that helps you sustain your land for a very long period of time. So as a farmer, and as a farmer that will depend on rainfall for your production, it is very important that you go through conservation tillage methods and the rain-fed farming, so that it will help you ensure food security. One other factor that will also help you as a farmer is mulching. Farmers they slash and then bend their fields, which is not the best practice, because doing that you put your land bare to the direct sunlight, which is not the best. And also burning your field also kills other microorganisms that helps in the activities of the soil. So mulching also helps reduce evaporation from the soil. So if your land is bare and it rains today, tomorrow when there is too much sunlight, so within a short period of time, the land become dry. So when you mulch your land, or when you mulch your piece of land, it helps reduce evaporation from the soil, and also it suppresses weed growth. Yes, because when there is cover on your soil, it is very difficult that weeds will grow on your field very quickly. So if you practice this mulching method and rain-fed farming, it will help you conserve water on your soil. So thereby, if even it hasn't rained much, it will help you. And then one other factor that you can also do is rain harvesting, rainwater harvesting. Mostly because we depend on rain, when there's no rain, it becomes very difficult for farmers to get water to even water their crops, even on the nursery bed or their main field. So it is very, very important that you create a channel to collect water and then store it. Whether you dig a pit or you find a place where it rains, you can store water. It will help you very, very, very much, so that you can retain or conserve water for use in your crop production. The last point that I want to say is precision agriculture. With precision agriculture, I will take my time one day and then explain how precision agriculture is. But I just want to give a small definition. It's just the use of technology in agriculture, or technology in farming. So all these methods, if you as a farmer that you depend mainly on rainfall to produce your crops, you need to practice all these methods on your field, so that it will help you maximize your production. So because we depend much on rainfall to produce our crops, farmers, let us all make sure that some of these practices, we try as much as possible to do some or practice some on our fields. If even we can't do all, some of them will help you on your field, so that whatever that you are doing, because of late it is the pattern of the rainfall, the pattern of the weather has really, really changed, and it's affecting crop production and also yields that we are expecting on our field. So let us all, learn from whatever that we are doing. Agriculture is not something that has to be taught, but every day, each and every day, as you go to the field, you learn day in and day out. So each crop that you plant tells you a story that has to be read repeatedly every day. So my name is Samuel. Just do well to subscribe to Farm with Samuel on YouTube. Share for others to see whatever that is going on Farm with Samuel. We bring you, the best education on agriculture, and then we bring you nothing else but the best. My name is Samuel. Just join us. Let us plant today and harvest tomorrow. This is Farm with Samuel.